Hello all, welcome to my channel SPS Physics Classes by S. Panindra Sharma. Today, let us try to see some concepts over the spring in the work energy power chapter. So the first question follows here. The block of mass m moving on the smooth surface collides with the spring of constant K and compressed by the length of L. The maximum momentum after the collision is how much they are asking. So, if you try to consider the solution part like this, there is something like smooth surface, and this is the spring what we are imagining here, and here is the block having mass m. Now if the block of mass m travels towards the spring and then compress this particular spring, then what happened? New spring will get compressed like this, and this is the position of block. So compared to this particular position, it compares by length of L. Therefore, the initial kinetic energy of the block right now completely uses for the compression of the spring. Means what energy converting into what energy? The kinetic energy of the block right now converting into the spring energy. So therefore, in the given case, according to law of conservation of energy, again after compressing the length L, now the block receives the same amount of energy from the spring, and then the kinetic energy of the spring or kinetic energy of the block in the other sense becomes half m v square. This is the kinetic energy. But this value is equal to write down as p square by 2m we can write down. Therefore, momentum of the block after completion of collision, that will be given by root of 2m into k we can write down. Way to find out kinetic energy of the block. Just only I said that from the law of conservation of energy, the block receives the total potential energy from the spring. Therefore, k of the block is equal to what you write down now? U of the spring. So in this particular case, upon substitution, what is the potential energy of the spring? Potential of the spring is nothing but half k into L square. My dear students, k is nothing but kinetic energy. Here this k is representing what? Spring constant k, remember. Then in such a case, substitute the value of, let's say this is kb for our simplicity. So substitute the value of kb as half k L square here. Then momentum of the system is given by p is equals to, you can write down as root of 2m into k we can write down. Therefore, root of 2m into kinetic energy is equal to 1 by 2 k L square we can write down. 2 gets cancelled. Now what is momentum? Mass into velocity. So therefore, mass into velocity is equal to root of mk into L square we can write down. And then here m and m cancel. Root m into v is equal to root of k L square we can write down. Or velocity is equal to root of k by m into L. So this is called as final velocity. This is going back, and what we need is nothing but maximum momentum we need. Therefore, here itself we can stop. That means the momentum of this particular block given by L comes outside. L into root of we can write down as mk. This is going to the right answer for that. Let us see the next question. Look here. When spring compressed by x, the potential energy is u1. If the spring further compressed by nx, the increase in its potential energy is how much? Let us try to solve this question. How in problem? If we consider in the case 1, we have, this is the natural spring this is. Now this is converted into what? Compressing state. So the spring is compressed by distance of x. Therefore, initial potential energy is equal to, you can write down as half k x square. In the case 2, what is happening? The spring further compressed by nx. Further compressed by nx means new compression, or a new compression will be equal to x plus nx, which is equal to m plus 1 into x is the total compression length. Therefore, new potential energy U2 is equal to half k into, what is the compression length here? You can write down m plus 1 into x whole square, we can write down like this. Therefore, this value will be equal to half k x square of n plus 1 whole square. What is half k x square? Half k x square means u1. Therefore, n plus 1 whole square into u1 we can write down. According to the question, that is increase in the potential energy. That is the question. Therefore, we need to get delta U. Delta U is nothing but what? U2 minus U1, which is given by, what is the value of here U2? This is the value of U2, N1 plus N plus 1 whole square into U1 minus U1. Now what is common in the problem? Make 1 is common. Therefore, N plus 1 whole square minus 1 into U1 we can write down. But in the examination, we don't find this kind of answer. Another way of representation is there. Let us see what is that. This is in the form of a square minus b square. Therefore, you can write as what? A plus b into a minus b form. That means further one can write this particular one as n plus 1 into n plus 1 minus 1 into u1 we can write down. Then what do you write over here? N plus 2 into plus 1 minus 1 cancel into u1 we can write down. Therefore, answer is nothing but n into n plus 2 into u1. This is the increase in the potential energy of the spring. Okay. Hello. Now, let us see the question number 3. This is something like a crazy problem. Please look at here. In the given case, a spring is attached with a single pulley and block in the 3 different conditions. In the 3 different conditions, we need to find out the expansion of the spring. That's it. Such that in all cases, we are using the same spring constant K. Spring constant is not changing. Now, in all cases, we have to find out the value of expansion of the spring. That's it. In this particular cases, the logic behind this particular problem is nothing but simply, suppose if this is what an exactly pulley, we have to take the movable pulley condition. In the movable pulley condition, suppose when you consider like this, okay, 2 blocks are there like this. Now x1 and x2 and xp are given in the problem. Then in this particular case, we can take as what an x1. Suppose it is moving in the downward direction, it is moving in the upward direction. Then the value of movable pulley xp bar is equal to x1 bar plus x2 bar by 2 we have to take. This is the formula for what movable pulley condition. So in all cases, so here in the 2 cases we have to use the same concept, movable pulley concept. So in this particular problem, when we see clearly, okay, so how to write down this one? In this particular case, let the displacement of this portion called as x1 is 0 because it is rigidly fixed, therefore it is not expanding. Other one is expansion by what on y. Therefore, in this problem, y dash is equal to, you can write down as y plus 0 by 2. We will get how much it is? Exactly y by 2. So therefore, y dash in the problem is equal to y by 2. Let us take in this particular case. In this case, what is happening? The pulley quotient is moved by y. Therefore, y is equal to spring here x2. This is x1. Let us take x2 value. How much? Y we have to y dash plus 0 by 2 we have to take. Therefore, y dash value is equal to exactly 2y in the problem. This is most simple case, Dana. How much block expands in the downward direction? The same expansion is there in the spring. Therefore, in this particular problem, y dash is exactly equal to what? Y. So these are the 3 important results for the 3 cases. Once again, I am requesting to all my subscribers to share my channel to the necessary ones and encourage them to subscribe my channel for further updates. Thank you very much.